If you want the exclusive, you want the tall boy, because he's going to bring you the exclusive.
The first thing we have to do is commit to it. So like anything else in leadership, you have to have the will and the determination to make something be real, something happen. And so as mayor, I'm committed to making sure that we retain and actually grow affordable housing throughout the city. It's a hard challenge, and we've seen other cities fail at this. So it's complicated, it's difficult, so you have to start with a good deal of will and determination. So that's number one. I have the will and determination to make sure it happens. Number two, there's a series of very specific actions the city can take, different in different neighborhoods and in different places, but there's a number of them. So for example, on the west side of Atlanta, English Avenue in Vine City, we have 52% of the homes vacant and abandoned. We, throughout the city, want those vacant and abandoned homes to be revitalized, right? I mean, it's not good for anybody. But to your point, we don't want to drive property values through the roof to push everybody out. So what do? Well, you can use a tool like a community land trust, which is a nonprofit which buys the underlying ground and owns the underlying ground and then builds affordable housing on it. Because it's owned by a nonprofit, you can cap the degree to which the property taxes increase because it's owned by a nonprofit as opposed to an individual homeowner, and then they can do a long-term lease in some cases. There's other tools where you use what's called a housing affordability bond, where you basically float a bond, raise money, and then provides subsidies to the developers to create affordable housing units. And that's what the city's done in a number of cases already. We need to continue investing in that. We're basically providing direct subsidies to builders and developers to create affordable units. Yeah, so the typical way they do it is a statistic called percentage of area median income. And a lot of affordable housing is targeted at, say, 80% of area median income. That's not particularly affordable for somebody, well, it's not affordable for somebody on minimum wage. You need to either be at 60% of area median income or potentially even 40%. So you're right, we have to absolutely make sure that we are looking at people who are making minimum wage and can they afford it. And the reality is that we won't get as much affordable housing as we want unless we're really intentional about those different levels. So yeah, you got to make sure that you have enough at each level for people.
Think big, think tall boy.
Tall